Happy Monday. What up, bitches? Carlos King. Carlos King, why did you have us playing with the Scots and those folks from Bessemer when you had Miss Nell in the chamber? Hey, Miss Nell came through like a wrecking ball this episode. She literally could be like Jocelyn Auntie. Like, she'll slap the shit out of all of them, including Chris Fletcher, and be like, okay, now go clean my kitchen up and bring me my house shoes. Anyway, welcome back, y'all. Let's talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Grab your coffee, grab your morning, and do what you gonna do. Let's talk some shit. Good weekend. I know I was supposed to come get y'all this video the next day, like, girl, but I went out, people was crazy, stuff happened, but fuck me. Let's talk about this episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So they started off just basically where they left off. Keke passed the drug test. You know, if y'all haven't watched my last video, I usually do a video on Saturday morning and talk about what's gonna happen on the episode. I wonder, do I be giving away all my episode tea in my review before the episode? Because I talk about a lot of this shit. So if it's redundant, just move along, child. I'll try to skip over the stuff I already talked about in my last video. If you haven't seen it, go take a look at it. Go like, subscribe to this channel, like the video, get y'all coffee. We're gonna talk a little shit before we go into work or start this work week. Y'all better pray about it in the car, I'm telling you. Okay, so Keke passed her drug test. We all know that. I told y'all in the last video, she took another drug test on her Instagram live. She went to another location, took the drug test. So they pretty much was trying to wrap up the Marceau cheating stuff. Like I told y'all, I'm over it. I don't give a fuck if I seen Marceau at the store with a bitch kissing and whispering in her ear. You think I'm finna DM Tisha? No, bitch. I'm not. Anyway, so also when Keke was there with Mel, Mel told her that Tiffany had said that she was moving, she was getting ready to move, she moving so her kids could be in a better school district or some shit like that. Like, Karen, I'm done with Tiffany too. We ain't even started the episode, but from the clip from last week, y'all see how I felt in that other video. Scorpios, me as the queen of the Scorpio Association community, we kicking her off the board. Just like they kicked her off the Chamber of Commerce, we kicking her off the Chamber of Scorpios, bitch. Anyway, so that's what she said, which was fucking petty, because plenty of my cousins went to different school districts. Like, come on, we talking about the kids. Like, it shouldn't be, it's not that deep. And how does that affect your life if this girl got her kids in school? Your child might be best friends with her. That was so stupid. And Mel, why you being messy and told her that? I don't know. My Scorpio girl's acting up, child. I don't know if it's because it's our season and we feel like, hey, I could just curse a motherfucker out if that's what the fuck I want to do. I act like that a lot. But anyway, so that's what happened. So what else happened? So Miss Nell meets with Chris Fletcher after Martell acted a damn fool on her motherfucking porch about Mel name change ceremony. So she's sitting down with Chris Fletcher like, you know, Martell, he brought up this. Miss Nell, stop acting like Martell brought it up. You brought that up. And y'all know I never take up for fucking Martell, but the truth is the truth now. And you didn't even have to say that. You could have just told your husband, yeah, we was just talking on the porch, you know, and I brought up Mel name change ceremony, and Martell acted a motherfucking ass. Chris Fletcher know who the fuck he is. He's still trying to get his ass out of his motherfucking house. You ain't have to be like, well, he brought it up. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't like that. But Chris Fletcher was real nonchalant about it, though. He was just like, Okay, maybe I need to have a talk to him. I would be like, maybe, no, nigga. If Stormy told Courtney that, I bet you Courtney would have been like, I'm gonna ride down at dawn on Martell bitch ass. Anyway, so what else happened? So Mel also, speaking of Nell, so Mel had her name change ceremony, which was cute. It was elaborate. It was giving me Phaedra's baby shower circa 1996, Real Housewives of Atlanta. It was a lot. And Phaedra, Scorpio too. Scorpios do too damn much, child. But it was nice. It was real nice. Mel looked real pretty. I like the fact that she's taking her power back and stuff, because Martell, boy, you remember when they got a divorce? You know what scene I'll never forget on Love and Marriage Huntsville? Remember, was it season 2 or season 3 when they was finalizing their divorce in the old Holt office that Mel had turned into her office, and they were dissolving all their assets and stuff? And Martell was like, no, we'll keep that. Mel was like, nope, I'll start from scratch. Dissolve. What you say? Nope. Martell want to keep a piece of Mel by any means necessary. That's why I don't be having kids. Because a lot of my ex-boyfriends like that, and they be mad that I don't want to have no kids. Because you not finna be tied to me. Even my ex-husband, I restricted him when we was going through our divorce. Child, this man kept trying to text me, and we still legally married. And he could only email me, child. And we had a car together. He wanted to keep, like, having keep this. I already got another car. You better come get this car. I don't know what to tell you. Child, anyway, that's what Martell remind me of. Anyway, so I'm glad that she, like, we divorced now. Here's your name. You can give it to co-star. I don't want to be attached to your ass. It's giving how Mariah Carey is with Nick Cannon. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that, and I don't want to be attached to you. This never happened. Boom, like the Matrix. Anyway, so Nell ass was being messy at Mel name change ceremony. She pulled Mel to the side. Mel looking all beautiful, sentimental with the family and everything. She like, girl, Martell came over my house the other day and was mentioning your name change ceremony. And we ended up getting into it. He said that, you know, your real name, you didn't bring no value to that. The way I would have cursed Miss Nell out, bitch, don't you see me trying to be spiritual? Don't you see me trying to be positive? I hate that. I'm trying to be positive and I'm in a great space. And you come tell me about this Tangaline ass nigga. Anyway, and then you gonna lie too, because once again, you said that Martell brung it up. Bitch, no, you brung that shit up. Just tell the truth, Miss Nell. Exactly. We don't like Martell anyway, so it don't even matter. Anyway, so that was bullshit. You know, she was talking about how Martell said she cheated first and all of this other stuff. It was just real petty. It was real petty. I'm over it. Mel is over it. Nigga, let it go. That's why he went public with Coleslaw. Because these episodes was coming out. He already know what time it is. And he probably trying to make up because this episode in Houston gonna come out. And who was that bitch you was bringing in the cabin? That's another story for another day. Anyway, so we get Stormi and Tiffany. They get to talking about the gossip and stuff, girl. And I talked about this a lot in my last in my last video when I was talking about the preview that they put out, which was pretty the bulk of the conversation. So this may be, you know, yeah, I heard this before. So Tiffany was asking, Stormi was basically asking Tiffany, like, why is you going so hard on Keke? Like, bitch, don't poke the bear or the bear might poke your ass back in the fucking eyeballs. Anyway, so, girl, so Stormi just asking her, like, bitch, what's tea? Why do you hate her? What's going on? And she talked about the Carlos King interview when Tiffany was just like, you know, that bitch ain't shit. She ain't never been shit and ain't gonna be shit. And she irrelevant. When they was talking about why Kiki threw the drinking shit at the picnic last time, she was like, why is someone so irrelevant so relevant? Bitch, who the fuck is you? I don't like Tiffany ass. Bitch, you coming off like a Karen. And if you did say that shit, and was talking about Kiki getting her kids into another school district, you really a motherfucking Karen, bitch. You should want all these little babies, all these little kids to have a better school system. You keep fucking up and fucking new husbands with more money so you can move up, bitch. Let these kids get a good education. I don't like Tiffany. After I seen the whole episode, I was like, Tiffany is the prime example of misery loves company. Textbook, baby. Because you're salty because your man left you with a newborn. You boring over there. You got all of them fucking clothes from JCPenney. You can't even go to happy hour, bitch. And now you mad at Kiki because she a little saucy going in on her cousin. I don't give a fuck if she did douse Tisha in the face. If she see you again, Tiffany, I told you, it better not be no taco vodka. It better not be no taco vodka. It better not be no quality house. It better not be no Tanqueray. It damn sure better not be no Hennessy at the party, bitch. Or Kiki go beat your motherfucking ass for talking all that shit, Tiffany. Anyway, so when Stormi, asking her about all of this shit, she started denying the shit about the baby. Stormi asked her about the Canvas Beauty thing. She denied that, which I think Mel said that too. So I wonder if they gonna call Mel out, like, you messy bitch. Why you go back and... I wonder if Tiffany gonna say something to Mel, like, you messy, light-skinned bitch. I don't think she wanna go against Mel, though. You don't want that. You don't want that, girl. Anyway, so, and then at some point in the conversation, they didn't show this in the preview, Tiffany was like asking Stormi, like, why you taking Kiki's side? Because I did think Tiffany and Stormi was cool. Because, Stormi took up for Tiffany when they was talking about the expo against Letitia. And she said that Tiffany helped her make millions of dollars at some fundraiser. So I thought Tiffany and Stormi was cool and they had like a mutual level of respect. But as you see... Stormi felt cool enough to call her out and was asking her some shit. And then Tiffany was like, what you doing? You just stirring the pot, Stormi? Stormi was like, bitch. Stormi was getting ready to knock the dog shit out of that girl. Oh. And you know what? I don't blame Stormi. Because, bitch, I'm your only friend. Don't act like I'm starting shit and you the one over here talking all this shit about these hoes. I'm trying to take up for you and film with you, bitch. And then you gonna act like I'm a messy techie bitch? If I was Stormi, I would have slapped the shit out of her ass too. Like, bitch, get your ass. Girl, anyway. So, that's what happened with her. With that. I wondered if they gonna confront Mel. Because Mel was the one who told Kiki that shit. Kiki went back and told Stormi. Kiki probably added some shit, but where did Kiki hear that Tiffany was talking about Canvas Beauty? She had to hear that from either Mel... And I ain't even gonna say Tisha or Kimmy because Kiki don't fuck with Tisha or Kimmy. And Stormi was right there. So who you heard that from? Mel. Mel was like, shit, y'all can put Martell off this show. But y'all like, go take the queen off this show. Let me stir up some of this messy shit, bitch. Let me tell you what Tiffany said. You know that bitch. You know how that bitch be. You know how that bitch be. And her man on the road, she ain't no dick. Anyway, y'all. So then in like the last scene, we go over to Fletcher's house, Chris Fletcher and Nell Fletcher house. And they got a nice little house. Like I said, I like them. To me, it seemed like they the boss aunties and uncles of the group. Like, they started this shit. Somebody compared her to Karen Huger, Real Housewives of Potomac. So is Nell Fletcher the grand dame of Real Housewives of Potomac, of Love and Marriage Huntsville, child? Should we? I want to see a few episodes. If Miss Nell came in like a wrecking ball. If she act like that, she might be the grand dame of Huntsville. You see how she went off on Martell motherfucking ass and left him on her doorstep. Anyway, so her kids come in. Chris got a daughter. She like 20-something with her little white boyfriend. He was there like... I noticed he was unfazed by the drama. He was like, ma'am, is this some more macaroni and cheese left? Like, I've been used to this shit. I am not new to this. I'm true to this. Pass the cranberry sauce. Anyway, so then they have a son, Chris Jr., a niece that Nell been taking care of, and then another daughter. Girl, so as soon as they getting their little food together and shit for dinner, the niece who Nell been taking care of, she like, Oh, so I heard you had a new job. This nail to the niece. Oh, you told Chris, but you ain't tell me, bitch. The niece like, cause you be tripping. Like, bitch, you be tripping sometimes, and I just didn't want nobody to know what the fuck was going on. Miss Nell was like, oh, okay. Y'all make y'all plates. Let's go to the table. Let's go. Child, and I don't know where y'all was raised at. But in my family in St. Louis, Missouri, when your family get to talking at that motherfucking table, child, some tears gonna flow, some fists might flow, somebody gonna get cursed out. They finna bring up something from about 10 years ago, child. Somebody might run out the motherfucking house. That kitchen table is a dangerous place for black families. Y'all see what happened with Red Table Talk? Child, when motherfuckers be like, come sit at the table, I immediately be like, why? The fuck I'm sitting at that table for? That table ain't no joke. Anyway, so child, they all go sit at the table. Miss Nell started, of course, asking the girl, the niece, like, is you gonna keep your job? And she probably like, hey, she was like, don't come at me like that, because you usually, you know, you overreact, da-da-da-da. Because she was basically salty that everybody go to Chris Fletcher instead of coming to her. Miss Nell, you know you be clowning and talking shit. You think I'm finna tell you no? Hey, Chris, you think I could borrow $70? I need to get the cable cut on. Okay. Don't tell Miss Nell. You know how you gotta put that, like, do not tell her. I'ma tell her. And Chris probably just be like, okay, but you better tell your mama, you know what I'm saying? Like, his cool ass. It was cute though. I liked it or whatever. So she started going in on her son, Chris Jr., because he didn't went to jail. So when he went to jail, they was nice enough to take care of the dogs, take the dogs to the vet, pay the $3,800 dog vet bill, because you know some of these dudes keep these dogs. They don't take the damn dog. The dog constipated, diarrhea at the same time, gingivitis and shit. You ain't took that damn dog to the vet. So Miss Nell and Chris take the damn dogs, you know, get the dogs back healthy, probably nurse them back to health and shit. They might have been malnourished. Get the son out of jail. The bond was $6,000. So the son at the table, like, she like talking to the son. She like, and you don't call me like you used to call me every other day. Which was kind of crazy, because I used to talk to my mama every day, like clockwork. Like, I need to make sure everything is okay on today and tell you what happened in my life. So how do y'all talk to y'all parents a lot? If y'all have a decent relationship, like, what's normal for talking to your parents? Anyway, because I felt like Miss Nell, bitch, you used to call me every day and I just did all of this for you, and now you ain't talking to me as much? Like, I'm not your mama? Like, you ain't come out of this coochie canal? No. Anyway, so the son was like, yeah, because you took my dogs. And everybody started snickling and giggling, so it must be like a family ongoing issue. Miss Nell was like, yes, I paid $6,000 for you to get out of jail, $3,800 for them damn dogs. Until you pay me my motherfucking money back, them dogs ain't going nowhere. He was like, man, that's fucked up. Why would I pay you back and it be even if you go keep my dog? I would have slapped that little boy upside his motherfucking head. And not no little boy, you a grown man, bitch. Fuck the dogs. Give me my $6,000 back, or your ass could have been in cell block 1. Get the fuck out of I could have had kids, because I've been a whoop y'all ass, child. Anyway, so Miss Nell starts going off. The little daughter not the little daughter, she grown and old. She interjects, Miss Nell like, shut the fuck up. Chris looking like, oh shit, this bitch about to start again. Hey, everybody's looking like, this shit crazy. It was cute though. I liked all of the drama. Whole time, swap Carlos King. You can get rid of Kimmy and Martin Luther King looking ass. Fuck Dr. King. Exactly. You can get Kimmy off with her line ass. She don't be talking about shit no more, and she a flip-flopper. You can definitely get Tisha off. You had Miss Wanda in our motherfucking face. Carlos King, you had Miss Wanda in our face with them motherfucking smashed up potatoes in that funky ass food truck, when the whole time you had Miss Nell in the chamber telling them to shut the fuck up. You had Jocelyn Auntie in the chamber, and you had us watching the bitches from Bessemer Miss Wanda old ass with that shifty Mary J. Blige wig. Anyway, I cannot wait to see more of Miss Fletcher and stuff. Like next time, the daughter gonna start going off on Chris about not taking care of them and stuff. The daughter I told you with the white boyfriend who was eating his macaroni and cheese. He was eating his food at the table. He ain't saying a motherfucking word, child. Let these black people handle their black problems. You could tell he was unfazed too. Like shit like this happen all the time once we sit down at the kitchen table. Something about that kitchen table, mom. Nah, anyway, so that wrapped up the episode, y'all. Episode was good to me. Next week, like I said, the daughter gonna get into it with Chris Fletcher, storm out the motherfucking house. They got enough drama for me. And what else gonna happen on the next episode? I don't know. They ain't showed too many previews. Anyway, so I'm gonna drop a Bell Collective, not a Bell Collective. Y'all, if y'all haven't watched my Bell Collective review, make sure y'all go watch that. I did a video on Keke Palmer and shit. So I review Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine probably today, girl, when I get off work. But if they stress me the fuck out, it may be the next day. Anyway, drop down in the comments. Tell me what y'all thought of this episode. Do y'all like the Fletchers? Who could go in place of the Fletchers? Do y'all want Kimmy and Maurice out? Or can we X out Marceau and Letitia because we didn't juice this storyline to death? Or can we get rid of Tiffany? Stormy and them ain't going nowhere. Not Courtney. Not Courtney. I know that's that girl husband, but I'm sure he got a brother somewhere, and I like him. Exactly. And Stormy, I like Stormy too. Like, she good for the show, so I'm here for it. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all like this video. And I'll holler at y'all later. Bye, girl.